Hello and welcome to Chair Yoga Teacher Training. My name is Denver Clark, and I'm a certified yoga therapist, ERYT 500 with Yoga Alliance of America, continuing education provider, and licensed massage therapist in the state of Florida. I'm excited that you're here, so let's take a look at how we can use the chair to adapt and enhance the practice for all of our students, regardless of age or ability. The first question I'd like to address is who should take chair yoga and why should it be offered to the public? Chair yoga is for everyone. Making the practice of yoga accessible to a smaller space without the need for a yoga mat or getting on the floor means that everyone can benefit from the practice of yoga, even if they may not otherwise be exposed to it. Some of the different populations who can benefit from chair yoga include seniors who may have limited mobility and balance concerns, students recovering from injury, joint replacement, or illness, students in larger bodies who might have difficulty getting on or off of the floor, students with challenges balancing or getting up and down off the floor for any other reason, people working in offices, corporate workers, and anyone sitting at a desk all day, students and young children in school who may be sitting for prolonged periods of time in the classroom. Caregivers can benefit from this practice and share it with their loved ones, so both parties are mutually experiencing the benefits together. And people traveling in small spaces such as cars, planes, trains, and other areas where standing up or getting down on the floor aren't accessible at the time. As a teacher, the beauty of adapting the yoga practice to and around the chair means that it can be practiced virtually anywhere. A few examples of places where you might decide to teach or share this practice include in a traditional yoga studio, where students can drive to the studio and come into the classroom with you, at a senior center, at a chiropractor's office or a doctor's office in their meeting room, outside where students may not be able to get down on the ground, at a conference for a stretch break where people might not be wearing yoga clothes but desperately need to move their bodies and recenter into the present moment, in an office building, in a school, on a bus, or even online over Zoom if students can't see the rest of your body. The possibilities are endless, and therefore, instead of assuming chair yoga is for older students only, let's think of chair yoga as a way to adapt the practice of yoga to everyone, anywhere, regardless of the situation. So what kind of chair is best for chair yoga? Well, the answer is any kind of chair. There's no right or wrong chair for this practice. However, stability and comfort are important to consider when you have a choice. Everything from a stool or even a balance ball to a wheelchair or a folding chair can be used. If you have a choice, it's easier to work with a chair without arms. This provides options for a wider variety of poses and turning the body in different directions. Try to select a chair that has a straight back. This makes it easier for students with weaker abdominals to sit upright for extended periods of time in meditation and pranayama. In some exercises, students may be asked to sit forward on the edge of the chair so they can work on improving posture. In other exercises, you may ask them to sit back with their hips meeting the backrest to support their spine. In either case, being able to sit upright to keep the spine in alignment is important. Remember, it's important that the chair provide solid support and stability. Lighter weight folding chairs can tip easily and may not be a good option for students with balance difficulties or in larger body types. Harder chairs offer support, yet many older people may find it difficult to sit in a hard chair due to reduced fat deposits in their hips and legs. In these cases, you might suggest students sit on a blanket on top of the chair. Try to select a chair that allows the student's feet to touch the ground. If the student's legs dangle, you may want to offer a set of hard yoga blocks or a bolster underneath their feet to support them. Be careful to assure that your chair does not slide. If it's not on a carpeted surface, you may want to put a yoga mat under the chair. This is especially helpful if you plan to add standing postures to the chair practice as well. BKS Iyengar, the father of prop-assisted yoga, used a chair for gravity-assisted poses for many years, just as he incorporated ropes and blocks to enhance or make poses accessible for all body types. In this case, his traditional yoga chair is a folding chair without a back. These types of chairs are often sold in various sizes. The larger size has a higher back frame so larger people can slide through the open space easier. These chairs can cost an average of $60 to $80 each plus shipping. Two companies to consider purchasing from are yogadirect.com and yogikuti.com. On YouTube, there are also videos how to convert a standard chair to a backless chair and remove the back piece for anyone who wishes to make their own yoga chairs for this kind of practice. In a traditional chair yoga class, however, the back of the chair is handy, and many students attending a chair yoga class are probably not going to thread parts of their body through the back of the chair and would benefit from the support of the back as well. It's a good idea to have both types of chairs available if possible. Seated yoga can also be done on a stability ball for students who can't get to the mat or simply want a different challenge for their practice. A stability ball demands more core stability and increased balance, but the ball can be used more as a place to sit, but also to enhance back bends or strengthening moves. You can lift the ball or lay on it for innovative variations on a yoga practice as well. Some suggested reference books to help support your practice as a chair yoga teacher include The New Yoga for People Over 50, a comprehensive guide for midlife and older beginners, Relax into Yoga for Seniors, Chair Yoga, Seated Exercises for Health and Well-Being, Chair Yoga, Sit, Stretch, and Strengthen Your Way to Happier, Healthier You, Chair Vinyasa, Yoga Flow for Every Body, and the Mudras of Yoga card set, which is very helpful to use with your students. There are also thousands of studies and articles supporting the use of chair yoga practice. A few of these include the effect of chair yoga therapy on functional fitness and daily life activities among older female adults with knee osteoarthritis in Taiwan, chair yoga and why seated yoga poses are good for you, safety and feasibility of modified chair yoga on functional outcome among elderly at risk for falls, the benefits of chair yoga for persons with dementia, and more than just a game, yoga for school-aged children. In our training, we'll be exploring warm-ups and cool-downs for chair-assisted yoga, how we can use a few things to teach a lot to our students, especially for students who can't get out of the chair. Pranayama, mudras, and meditation accessible for the chair yoga student. Sun salutations adapted in the chair and using the chair as support. Adapting standing poses, balance poses, back bends, twists, inversions, seated poses, and even arm balances into the chair and using the chair as a support. We'll explore restorative yoga with a chair, as well as partner chair yoga and the importance of community interaction in the chair yoga class. We'll also explore advanced chair yoga, using the chair to increase the intensity of the practice. And then we'll explore anatomy and physiology of the joints and joint replacement support in the chair yoga practice, as many of these students will be attending chair yoga in their healing journey. We'll explore how to sequence a chair yoga class and finding the right arc for your students that doesn't tire them out but allows them to be challenged and supported. And then we'll discuss how to set up a safe and inclusive classroom where everyone feels welcome from the moment they walk in the door. I'm looking forward to sharing this journey with you. My name is Denver Clark, and I'm the lead trainer of the Chair Yoga program. I'm a certified yoga therapist, ERYT 500, continuing education provider, and licensed massage therapist, as well as the founder of yogateachersupport.com. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at office@yogateachersupport.com. Can't wait to see you in class.